sure most people are waiting with bated breath, as the old cliche goes, as President Cyril Ramaphosa is set to appear before the state capture inquiry this week, starting on Wednesday. He's expected to give testimony based on his tenure as then President, Jacob Zuma's deputy, as well as on being the ruling party's president. First up, of course, this Wednesday, he'll be wearing the cap of President of the African National Congress. To set the scene and preview and get us thinking along the right lines, I'm joined this hour on the Midday View by the former Public Protector, Thuli Madonsela, whose State of Capture report of 2016 led to the Zondo Commission of Inquiry. She's joining us now via Zoom. Professor, good afternoon, and thank you very much for your time. I've been looking at reports of other media talking about what questions should be asked come Wednesday to the ANC President, Cyril Ramaphosa, and some people say he's got 100 questions to be answering and all of that. In your mind, what should Cyril Ramaphosa tell us?
Thanks for the privilege. And it's really not my place to decide for Judge Zondo what to ask. But as somebody who wanted certain answers and didn't get an opportunity to get them, we would like to know, why did government, for example, not act once there was information that suggested that between the Zuma family and the Gupta family, they were involved in capturing, for lack of a better word, certain parts of the state, being parastatals and strategic departments, and repurposing them to drive business interests of companies that are co-owned by the former president's son, Adv Zuma, and the Gupta brothers. So that's one part of it. The second part would be why Cabinet went to the mattresses, if you want to use mafia language, to save the Guptas or the Zuma Gupta companies when the banks pushed back in terms of the Financial Information Act.
There's a lot of, I guess, Prof, sorry to come in, there's a lot of questions, but just as you are explaining your thoughts, I'm thinking President Ramaphosa has in the recent past said the ANC is accused number one when you look at state capture. And now he's coming in to testify on Wednesday, from Wednesday, as ANC president. I mean, if you are leading an organization that's accused number one in state capture, I mean, there's a lot that you should be knowing. After all, he's been a deputy president of the ANC since 2012.
Certainly. But firstly, we have to understand that deputy presidents don't have that much power. They do whatever the number one allows them to do. But it will be up to the current president to explain what his powers were. But as members of the executive of the governing party, they would have to tell us were they aware of the allegations that were being made and what did they do as a governing party, because although they're not in government as a party, but they have deployed people in government, and when things go wrong, all of this is attributed to the party.
Now, Professor, do you think we should expect detail or we should expect some generalization?
We should expect detail, and it's really up to Judge Zondo or Deputy Chief Justice Zondo to determine how those questions are going to be asked. But generalizations are not going to help us. We have a factual commission of inquiry, and it's facts that we need, or at least facts as seen by the governing party. It will then be up to the Deputy Chief Justice to evaluate that evidence together with what he already has to determine what is the truth.
This state capture inquiry is named after your report when you were the public protector, State of Capture, and which you recommended that it must be set up, and you defined as well the framework under which it must be set up, and it's in existence today. Did you think when that happened, when you were still there, that one day we'll sit and be watching a sitting president of the Republic being questioned about state capture?
Well, it was anticipated that a president could be asked about any suspected corruption, maladministration, or fraud in state affairs. President Nelson Mandela did say that even the most benevolent of governments have within them people with propensities for human failings, and he himself had been brought to come and explain his actions. And therefore, then, it was always anticipated that anybody from cleaner to president will be held accountable under the laws of our country, particularly the Constitution. What we didn't anticipate was that anybody could defy that process, whether they're a cleaner or a president. We did not expect that to happen because nobody should be above the law.
Thank you very much. Professor Thuli Madonsela, some of your thoughts and insights ahead of the appearance in the Zondo Commission of Inquiry on Wednesday of ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa. Now, the